Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. So it's about time that I let people know what's up. All right, I dropped the ball. How you doing? Hey, let me tell you something. Anton has been on an awakening journey on his life. You hear me? I cannot begin it. I have so many stories, so much stuff that has happened in my life, especially since over the last 5.5 years, almost 6, that I've been in the state of Washington. I bet some of you wonder, how the hell did I end up in Seattle? Well, it all started like this. I know everyone feels they have a story to tell. Everyone is unique in their own way. But I want to share mine too, because it's a lot. How many of you all know that I'm an only child of an only child of an only child on my mother's side of the family? Let's start there. Let's start there. My grandmother was an only child. My mama was an only child, and I am an only child. And my mother has MS. Oh my God, what did I tell you that story? I tell you what though, I've been blessed. I've been really blessed because after coming to Washington, so I came to Washington to meet my dad, to be with my dad's family. My dad, my grandmother, my aunts, uncles, all of them are here in Washington. The whole side of my dad's family, mostly the immediate ones. My grandma's sister, like her kids, all here. On the other side of the country, I was born and raised in Virginia. Indigenous. Powhatan and Cherokee. Y'all seen that stuff? That stuff is coming to light now. It is really coming to light. You know, I understand that some people like to put. Okay, I'm jumping ahead. I digress. I'm jumping to another story about Black Americans and Native Americans, and Black Americans are the Native Americans. But we'll come back to another topic. When I was in the Air Force, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. And one day I was on Facebook and I was looking at my sister, my half-sister, my dad's daughter. I grew up knowing her remarkably. We'll get into that too. I saw somebody post something on her page with the same last name as my father's family, Holmes. My granddaddy was David Sr., David Holmes, Newport News, Virginia. Went to Huntington High School, back in the 50s. Anyway, I had always, anybody who has ever grown up without a parent in their life, you always have this yearning and burning desire to know who they are and where they are and just the whole nine, right? I used to pray to God, Lord, I want to meet my daddy one day. And sure enough, the year that I turned 30, a year ago to this month, well, not a year ago, but I'm 45 now, so what was that, 15 years ago? When I turned 30, 15 years ago, I saw someone post something on my sister's Facebook page that said they had the same last name as my father. So something said, So I reached out to her. Sure enough, it was my first cousin. I was floored, but yet I was through the roof because I had finally made contact. I finally made contact with my dad's family, yo. I'm telling you, I was on cloud fucking nine, yo. That shit felt so good. And that was just the beginning. I knew that this was gonna open the door. Man, I was floating on air. So anyway, we exchanged phone numbers, called each other, and when we were on the phone talking, she was like, "Yeah, I'm such and such." She was like, "Yeah, David." I mean, she was like, "My dad." They called him Chucky. Chucky, that's my uncle. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm his son." She was like, "What?" And she called her mom. Oh my God. I'm about to say my favorite aunt, the only blood. Well, yeah, man. There are people in my family who I call aunt or uncle because I didn't have any in my family, like directly, right? Because my mom didn't have any sisters or brothers, and I didn't know my dad. So my real aunts and uncles who are here in Washington, I can finally have that connection and feel like, I got an auntie and uncle. Yay! I was so happy. So anyway, on the phone with her, she calls her mom. I'm on the phone talking to my auntie for the first time. I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. Anyway, we kept in contact, called again when I got home later that day. She called her mom on three-way, and like we're on the phone. Like I'm talking to my grandmother for the first time on the phone. I had another grandma. I was like, wow. I was so happy. Anyway, we made plans to meet up that summer because I was going to be home in Virginia on leave, and she was going to be in North Carolina, and she was coming up to Virginia to see family and stuff before she goes back to Seattle. So we met up at my sister's, my half sister, my dad's daughter. She ain't my sister no more. That's another story too. Oh my God, these people are crazy. If y'all think I'm crazy, then you see where I get it from. I'm gonna tell y'all about it, and I didn't even know it. That shit in the blood. Anyway, we meet at her house, her apartment in Tarrytown on Jefferson Avenue, Newport News, Virginia. My grandma, my mom, we went up there. And the whole time, y'all already know, my mom, she was not happy about it. She not that she wasn't happy. She was just like, you could see the animosity or like just her whole demeanor changed when she found out. She just was, I won't say bitter, but like my mom had no help from my dad my entire life. Not a child support check, not a phone call, not a happy birthday, nothing for my entire life. So my mom felt it some type of way. So, but anyway, she was there to support me. We went over there and met my grandma, and I remember her and her jewelry. Master manipulator. Anyway, we made plans to for me to come visit that same year Thanksgiving to Seattle. So Seattle, Thanksgiving of that year, the year I turned 30, was the year I met my dad, my grandma, my aunts, uncle, cousin, everybody on my dad's side of the family are here in the great state of Washington. It's beautiful out here too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This place is, the natural beauty of this state is amazing. It's amazing. That's why I fell in love with it, honestly, was the beauty, the nature, the mountains, the wildlife. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. Them evergreen trees. Whew. Take your breath away for a season. So fast forward, that Thanksgiving, I wrote about it too. I wrote a story about my first time meeting my father. I'll publish that too. Y'all will see it. Anyway, or maybe I'll read it to y'all. It's like an audio. So from that time, from the age of 30 up until I turned 40 was when 10 years went by before I saw them again. We kept in contact on Facebook, phone calls here and there, occasional stuff, but it was more or less me living my life, doing my thing in Japan and in the military, and them just watching me on Facebook and keeping up with my travels and reaching out, having a family Facebook group and shit. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was great back then. Because I always felt like I had family, My family on my mom's side is so small, outside of our, my mom, my grandma, my great-grandma. 3 women raised me. My great-grandmother and my mother, actually. My grandmother, my mom's mom, lived in New York. My mom was actually born in New York and raised in North Carolina by my great-grandmother and her grandmother. And that woman, oh my God, Mary Hattie Harrell was her name. She was from Halifax, North Carolina. And to the day she died, she was a God-fearing woman too. She's the one, oh my God, I thank her so much. She gave me the best gift ever. When I realized, when everything came to fruition, when I realized the juxtaposition of what I had on my mom's side and to my dad's side, I got the good deal by being raised by my great-grandma, because she taught me about Christ. I was in church all the time. It ain't until you grow up sometimes and become an adult and go through life challenges that you realize you can fall back on that. It will change your life. Because I have a testimony. Well, I'm just thinking back to all those, to the years that have gone by. I'm 45 now, right? Some of y'all saw my birthday shout out. I don't post much anymore, but now we're in the age of AI, I gotta come back online. So I gotta start being my authentic self and letting y'all know who I am, because bitch, anybody got time for that? See that? Oh Lord, I'm cutting up. I digress. Oh, what am I wearing, right? Oh, that's another story. This, this came from my ex, he's from Cambodia. And his mom and dad, when they went on a trip to Cambodia, they brought this back and gave it to me. And the scarf they wear, Khmer, but it's black and white, not red. So, oh, okay. Question: if anybody out there, if you were in Santero, Orishas, 7 African powers, I have a question about something. If you know anything about these, you know who you are. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Cubans, Brazilians, get at me if you know what these beads are, because I have some questions. I got some questions. Only reason why I have these is because I had some before that were given to me by another ex. Manuel de Jesus Frangel, New York City, Dominican. He's the one who gave me. Anyway, he gave me a set of beads one time, and he said Ogun, which is the green and black, was my protecting Orisha. Anyway. Oh my God. Somebody who's into this, call me real quick, please. Get on it. Hit me up in the comments. I mean, not the comments, but the DM me, please. Expeditiously. Jesus Christ. And let me tell you something. Don't let nobody out there discourage you from practicing whatever spirituality you want to practice. As long as you believe in a higher power, something's gonna get you through. I can't help it. My intuition is off the roof. Being a Cancer, birth sign Cancer, having Native American and West African, and that shit passed down through your DNA. I can feel it. It comes down through your DNA. Shamans. You know what? Let's take a ride. That is something else. My. You sure look good now. Oh, boy. My fucking family. Yo, when I tell you, this is one story. I don't even know if I can get through all this today. Because it's really a lot. I'm gonna have to do this in like 2 parts.